In the previous video, we were discussing about the data model where we created an interface over here which will shape our data model, and correspondingly for these fields, these properties, we created values for it inside our TS file. Okay, template driver form.component.ts. Once we have provided values for this property, that is registration property fields, what we did is we made use of this property inside our HTML file here, and we accessed whatever the values provided over here through the object by making use of ngModel directive. Okay, but the problem in this case is, suppose we have a requirement where we want to update the form by default, like whenever we load a web page, whenever we load the browser, automatically my form should be filled with default values, and whenever I update some updated values in these fields, my object also, this is my object, right? So this object also should be updated accordingly whenever I update these fields. If in this case of requirement, this will not work properly, because in this case only we are storing in the object, we are not sending data back to the object from the fields which you are filling in the form. So in this case, what we need to do is we can achieve this by making use of two-way data binding. So what is two-way data binding is, two-way data binding means data will communicate from HTML to TS, that is component class, and from component to HTML, that is view. That is called as two-way data binding. This we can achieve by making use of two-way data binding, that is by using banana in the box pattern. By using banana in the box pattern for ngModel, this, what does this mean? Inside a square brace and inside a normal brace, this means that the square brace will indicate property binding and this normal brace will indicate event binding. That is how we achieve two-way data binding, right? So property binding means from component class to template, from component class to template, that is HTML file, that is property binding, and event binding means the opposite way, from our HTML content to the component class. We want it to be achieved two-way data binding. So we are making use of two-way data binding in this case by enclosing ngModel directive with banana in a box pattern. Okay, banana in a box means square brace inside another normal brace. Okay, and we need to assign this to registration. This is the property which we are using from component.ts file, correct? This is the registration property, where in this property we are storing all these values for our fields, and to access these fields, what we need to do is we can access by making use of this property name. So we need to assign this to respective property, that is registration dot, by making use of dot operator. What is the name of the property in this case? So the first field in our case input tag is name, right? So name field. For name field, what is the respective value here? What is the respective key here? Here it is name. So we need to make use of registration dot name. Okay, let's save our changes. Let's provide the command npm space start. Okay, it's getting compiled. So it got compiled successfully. Now if you open this link in the browser, okay, now you can see that default value Harsha is getting populated over here. Okay, and the object is also showing the value name as Harsha. This value, both in this case and in this case, inside our field of the form, is coming from two-way data binding, that is the values which we provided over here. These values I want to get by default in our form as well as the object. So whenever I update this form, for example, I don't want this default value, okay, I want to update this to some other name, for example Sri. Okay, now if you observe, the field in this form also got updated as well as our object also got updated. So whenever we are updating these fields in our form, correspondingly our object also will get updated. That is how we make use of two-way data binding, right? Both way it is communicating. That is property binding as well as event binding. So this field we made use of two-way data binding by enclosing ng model using square and normal brace and assigning that name property to this. In a similar fashion, we need to assign two-way data binding for all these fields of the form. We have all these fields, right? So for all the fields of the form, I want default values to be populated over here, and whenever I update the new values in the form, it should also get updated to the object. That is my requirement. Okay, so what I am going to do, similarly like this, I need to update each field of my form by enclosing ng model directive and specifying respective values for it, that is by assigning respective property values. Registration is the property which we have provided over here, and notifications is the field property here which we have created for our object, registration object. Okay, and notifications we need to provide the same name over here. Okay, notifications. Similarly, for all other fields of the form, we need to enclose ng model directive and assign respectively. Okay, registration dot, this is alerts, so alerts. Okay, then gender. Okay, registration dot gender. Okay, this is what we provided over here, registration dot subscription type. Okay, this is also for gender. Next for subscription type. This is called as banana in the box pattern, because we are enclosing a square brace and inside that we are enclosing normal brace for our ng model directive. Registration dot subscription type. Okay, then notes finally. Enclose this, provide registration dot notes. Okay, now save the changes. Okay, now if you observe the web, save the changes. Now if you observe the web page, you can see that our form is filled with default values. But in case of gender, if you observe, in case of gender, male or female which we provided is not getting updated here. What is the problem in this case? Here in case of gender, if you observe, we cannot see the default value selected over here. What is the problem in this case? Let's see now. Let's flip to Visual Studio Code. Now, this is where I am declaring for gender, right? Now, if you observe here, the value is male and value in this case is female. And the value here male starts with capital M, male. But in case of our TS file, what we have declared here, the value for gender is small m. This is the reason it's unable to recognize when it is actually trying to bind two-way. When it is trying for two-way data binding, it's not happening because we are using lowercase in this case. It makes sure that the value provided over here should match with that value. So now if I change this to capital M and save these changes, if you observe the web page, if I refresh, you can see that default value male is getting in this case. This is how, if any of these fields is not getting default value, make sure that value whatever we provided over here matches with the value which we are going to access in HTML file. Okay, so this is how we can achieve two-way data binding. So whenever we update, we make the changes in our form. For example, in case of notifications and alerts, this is a checkbox, right? Suppose if I am unchecking this, you can observe that alerts, it's getting value false now. So whenever I update value in my form, it may be checkbox or a text field or a radio button or a drop down or a text area. See, suppose I am updating this text area with some other value. Okay. Now if you observe that my form also got updated with the new value what I am updating here, and my object also got updated with the value which I have provided over here. This is how we can achieve two-way data binding in case of Angular forms. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please like, comment and share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos.